Blade Runner 2049 is a perfect example of a sequel that improves upon its predecessor. That's not to say it's better than the original, but it takes the ideas of Ridley Scott's 1982 classic and builds upon the world and expands upon the themes. Ever since the original Blade Runner, film enthusiasts have mused over its themes and deeper meanings. It covers ideas such as identity, what it means to be human, and what constitutes personhood. There are literally hundreds of articles online about these ideas, but I want to talk about something a little different. I want to discuss the character of Kay as a hero, Ryan Gosling's character in Blade Runner 2049, and how by subverting the classic hero's journey, he becomes a tragic but heroic character we can all look up to and learn from. The hero's journey is a concept seen in storytelling through the ages. It's essentially a gifted or talented hero who has a great destiny ahead of them. Think Neo in The Matrix, Harry Potter, Aragorn, Luke Skywalker, the list goes on, all the way back to Jesus, or even Hercules. All these characters are predestined for greatness. They either have a special power, important lineage, or are mentioned in a prophecy. Blade Runner uses the hero's journey as a jumping off point in the sense that the film's plot revolves around a mysterious replicant who was actually born, and is the child of Deckard and Rachel from the original film. A replicant who was born rather than made has the power to change the course of history.
The world is built on a wall that separates kind. Tell either side there's no wall, you bought a war. Or a slaughter.
Kay, who is a replicant Blade Runner, is the main character in Blade Runner 2049. As the plot progresses, he begins to believe he is in fact the son of Deckard and Rachel, that he was born of love and not out of a plastic bag, that he is special. And because this is a movie, and this is the kind of thing that happens in movies, we believe it too. There's an amazing sequence of Kay finding a wooden horse he has memories of. He sees this as proof that his memories must be real. The symbolism of a horse here is interesting. In the original film, Deckard has dreams or memories of a unicorn, indicating he could be a replicant, as a unicorn is a mythical creature. They were created by the imaginations of humans, much like the replicants. However, the horse that Kay remembers is a real animal derived from nature. A horse is a real version of a unicorn. This could symbolize Kay starting to consider himself just as real as the humans. This leads to Kay having a crisis of identity. All his life, he's considered himself a replicant and had accepted that, shown by his ability to pass his baseline tests. Having evidence that he may be more than that, he begins to question whether he is in fact the special replicant who was born of love.
Born, not made.
And with some convincing by his holographic girlfriend Joy, he seems to believe it. She even gives him a name, Joe.
The real boy needs a real name. Joe.
Joe?
You're too important for Kay.
To confirm his suspicions, he visits Dr. Anna Stelline, a creator of memories. She confirms to Kay that his memories are real.
I know it's real.
This sets him on his hero's quest to find Deckard. However, not long after finding Deckard and losing him to the Wallace Corporation, he encounters a group of rebellious replicants led by Freya, who tells him he is not the special replicant he believed he was, in the most heartbreaking scene in the film.
You imagined it was you. We all wish it was us.
He's not the chosen one after all, and he's devastated. She tells Kay the true-born replicant is in fact Anna. When we first meet Anna, she's surrounded by forestry, one of the few times we see the colour green, indicating her natural heritage. It is suggested in the film that Kay may in fact be a genetic copy of Anna, created as a decoy to help keep her hidden. If this is the case, it makes Kay's story even more tragic. He was literally designed not to be special, but only as a decoy for someone who was. So this leaves Kay at his lowest moment. He's given up everything in his life for this belief. He's lost his job, is hunted by the law, and Joy was killed. It's in this low point, wandering the streets of LA, he encounters a billboard hologram of Joy, but this Joy is lifeless, her eyes are black, she has no soul.
You look like a good Joe.
So Kay makes a choice. He chooses to believe he has the soul, that he has agency. The scene is blue, symbolizing knowledge and understanding, showing that Kay is now fully self-aware. It's soaked with rain, the water symbolizing rebirth, as he chooses to no longer be Kay, but to become Joe. Kay decides to save Deckard and reunite him with his daughter, and is mortally wounded in the process. So Kay isn't the chosen one. He doesn't have any special qualities, and he doesn't save the world. But he is a hero, and it's his actions which define him as such.
What am I to you? Go meet your daughter.
We're so conditioned to watching movies about the hero's journey, I really didn't consider that Kay might not be Deckard's son. To be honest, I thought the movie was great, even believing that to be the case. But to learn that the idea was a red herring, only to be subverted, makes Blade Runner 2049 that much better. It is a timely and important message because we can all learn something from Kay. He shows us we don't need superpowers, we only need our agency and free will to be a hero. Nor do we need to save the planet. Even the smallest acts of heroism can change the world. If the police had found Anna, she would have been murdered. If the Wallace Corporation found her, they would use her to mass produce even more replicants for slavery. So by reuniting Deckard and Anna, Kay has given her her best chance at survival. And who knows, maybe she will go on to change the world, but she couldn't have done it without Kay's sacrifice, who was, after all, just your average Joe.